Helldivers 2 got brand new patch 13, with a ton of fixes including those to super credits and missions. I'll go over the entire patch notes, as well as some brand new Datamine leaks, as well as a brand new update to the actual farming situation and if it affects operations, and a whole bunch more. What's up, bro? Should be back in the video touching on all things Helldivers 2. Okay, so first up, let's just jump right into those patch notes. Now, we do have an opening statement here very quickly, briefly disclosing what's in the patch notes, with a visitor patch for players that address problems with super credit purchases, stability, and more. Jumping directly into the patch notes, we do have the login speed and error message on PS5, which have both been improved. They also supported the support for AZERTY keyboards by allowing the ship HUD shortcuts to be rebound. I know there's a lot of people that are having issues with the rebound keys, especially on different languages, so hopefully that does get addressed for future patches. Obviously the big one here is that the super credits not showing up after purchase or collection was fixed. The premium war bond not being accessible after purchase was also fixed. Two major issues there that I know people are having purchasing the battle pass as well as the super credits. They fixed another big crash when players would try to change their title or rank. There was some missing text in the HUD for the acquisitions and social menus. They fixed another crash that would occur while browsing the mission hologram. And they also patched that big exploit that allowed you to get unlimited stratagem use with the glitch when it would occur after an AFK kick, which also had the missing equipment issues after AFK kick and the purple question mark appearing after an AFK kick. Now this mostly happened when these servers were kind of slammed, as this only was applying when the servers were at near or full capacity that they implemented that kick timer, so it wasn't always on at all times, meaning that this exploit or farmable exploit for kind of XP or AFK XP wasn't always applicable. However, now that does seem to be fixed entirely. Now for known issues, we have the exact same ones aside from one new one, which is the new personal orders not showing up. I know sometimes I have not had a personal order or not personal order for that day, so hopefully eventually I do work on that and get that fixed. Jumping over to the farming controversy, as there was quite a big one there, as people who do farm those operation missions or the ones for the bot defense. Originally it was thought that if you do those farm types, it actually does hurt the planet or being liberated. Where the original question here says, I'm confused by the progress of these defense operations. Does failing an op increase the automaton's red progress bar? Does quitting the op after one mission, like a lot of people do, increase the red meter? Where we had a dev reply here saying, yes, quitting after only half the op counts as in loss for Super Earth, which created a big controversy there as others did not want people to farm that. However, we actually do have a correction there from Misty, who is on the community support team, and they said here, I can confirm that abandoning an operation does not progress the enemy's percentage. So people who leave operations do not negatively affect the planet. And then they said, unfortunately, Evil Boss got it wrong, but we all make mistakes. Now they wanted to say here that the further confirmation, I just got confirmation that abandoning an operation does not progress the enemy's percentage, and that will not negatively affect the planet if you aren't just farming. However, of course, because you're not completing the actual operation, they do not positively affect it either. Obviously, I do think down the line it's going to get better because less people will be farming the sample runs and the XP, and so more operations will be then completed, which led on here that we did lose Malevolent Creek. I know a ton of people hated dropping and just had major issues with, seeing as those missions were so difficult and hard. However, pertaining to the operations, we do actually have a big fix for difficulties, which they said here, good news, we have fixed the difficulty unlocking for a large portion of players affected. This was seemingly most often on an edge case, which could still pertain. However, for the most part, it does seem like people have been able to get that fix going or it working now. If you do have any more issues and need to kind of contact the developers or at least give your feedback, head over to the Discord and go to the support help threads, and that should let the developers know if there is still any issues. That way they can get this fix out there quick and easy. Now there actually was quite a big Datamine leak, or more so that these files were kind of just in there, that stuff that wasn't being used yet. And the person that found this used Datamine lightly, as they were just in files and all you needed was a notepad to check it out for yourself. I'll leave a link to it down below, and this does have a lot of confirmations, including the potential of Illuminati being confirmed and much more. Things like even a medic backpack and a health pack rack. Some other cool ones here are mini missiles and even a pinata or a jammed pinata. I'll leave a link down below to this actual Reddit post and where they disclose all this information. And again, basically a confirmation on that new faction, the Illuminati. Will be really cool if we see some new content here. I know a lot of people want some more content in this game, especially since level 20 seems to be the max or cap, at least for unlocking stuff. So hopefully a lot of this new stuff gets added and we do see some new content sometime soon, as it seems like they obviously got the server issues right and now they can probably primarily focus on gameplay. We also did have that brand new store refresh. Now again, for the most part, this does seem like a repeat from last week. You can check these out here on what the new store entails. And now that people have their super credits or things that they purchased, you should be able to get those just fine. Overall, that should about cover it for today's video. If you enjoyed, I'd like and subscribe, and until the next one, deuces.